What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time we left off in Babal's embassy, reinvestigating the crime scene, where we discovered that, let's see, Polano and Cochin were together for a while, cleaning up the office, and he noticed a green fire, but it's suspicious because the ink here is perfectly intact, so something else that had the ink burned in this office. We just gotta find out what. Manny Cochin. His name is written here on this nameplate. Why would you put a nameplate with your own name on it in your own office? I suppose it's to inform people in case they walked into the wrong room by mistake. Do you think maybe it's also there to remind you of your own name if you forget? Well, either way, it's never a bad thing to sit a nameplate on one's desk. It looks like a bunch of flyers with coupons attached to them. Babal sure gives away a lot of different coupons. Maybe I should create one of my own. I could call it the Great Thief Coupon. Now, what kind of discount would that net you? The 5-finger kind. What else? And I'd steal an extra thing or two for the bearer. Things such as the truth. What else would I steal? What I wouldn't give to have a mountain of your coupons right about now. What else do we have? Oh, we already read this. Whoops. Ooh, let's look at his drawer. It would appear that this desk also fell victim to the fire, but it doesn't look too damaged. I think we could rifle through this drawer a bit. I suppose we really should take a look. This is a rather unusual shape for a notepad. I suppose this must be another souvenir from somewhere. It seems that the contents of this drawer survived the fire rather well. Now that's a sturdy desk. I guess that's the value of solid wood construction. Let's see if there's anything useful left in here, Mr. Edgeworth. What is this? Notepad. Let me look at my organizer. A note. Damask's note! Oh! Okay. Deduce? Yes. Go. There! Sweet. The shape of this notepad matches the shape of this note we found. You're right. What is it? Looks like something straight out of Monument Valley. Ah, yes, that notepad is a souvenir from somewhere in your country. We've been collecting them for the purpose of studying them, you see. Yes, I do. You seem to be quite passionate about it. Oh, would you like to see my souvenir collection? I'd love to show it to you. Are you sure they haven't been burnt to a crisp by the fires? Ambassador Polano, I wonder if you might recognize the handwriting on this note. This looks like Manny's handwriting. 5th floor, Ambassador's office, Alabast. I see. In that case... Did you figure something out? This note was found in Alabast. Specifically, it was found being firmly grasped by the murdered Damask II. Then this note. Yes, it was a request from Mr. Cochin for Damask II to steal the Prima Duck statue. What? Manny tried to steal Alabast's Prima Duck statue? We would know for sure if we could run a handwriting analysis. Ambassador, do you have any documents that were handwritten by Mr. Cochin? Yes, I can gather a few and give them to you. I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe later to run the analysis. I can't believe that Manny would even think of doing something like this. Do you have any idea as to why he would have requested the theft of the statue? There is one possibility, but mind you, it's just my personal speculation. Anything you can tell me would be of great help, Ambassador. Alright, I'll go walk all the way to you, alright. Oh no! What have I done? I don't care about you brushing your teeth. Come on.
Hold it!
Stop. Please. I beg you. Whew, okay. I believe that you said you might have an idea as to why Mr. Kochin hired Damask too. Actually, I feared it may be my fault. As I was telling you earlier, we were to determine which statue was the real one as a part of today's event. But because of the Yatagarasu in the fire here, that got cancelled, didn't it? I'm actually relieved the rest of the event has been cancelled. For you see, Babal's statue, well, it's just a replica. And did Mr. Kochin know that about Babal's prima duck statue? Of course he knew. That's why he was the only person I could consult with. We'd have to do something once our statue was revealed as a replica. As to be expected, I was very nervous today, as this would impact our country's authority. Yes, I understand. Well, when I told Manny my concerns, he said, "Let me handle it, it'll be alright. I'll find a way to make sure you're the ambassador of the reunited Codopia." At the time, I thought he was just trying to cheer me up. But when I saw that note, I realized he was serious.
Hold it.
Mr. Kochin conducted a lot of business behind your back. I assume he did all that to ensure that you are the next Codopian ambassador. But why was he trying so hard, I wonder? He was so much better at getting things done than I ever was or will be. I don't know the answer to why he was trying so hard yet. But I suspect he had an ulterior motive in mind beyond just simple kindness. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Gumshoe, have you collected the information that I requested? Yep, got it all right here, sir. Here you go, Kay. Feel free to take a look. It's for you, after all. What is all this, Gummy? It's all the information on this room that I got from the embassy and Interpol people. Now we know exactly how this room was before and after the fire. Good work, Detective. Oh, it was nothing, sir. I'm an expert at getting people to talk. You two remind me so much of my father and Uncle Bad. What do you mean? As prosecutor and detective, your dynamic is just like theirs back in the day. Well, don't you worry. I'm gonna find my own wonderful partner someday. And when I do, I'm gonna become a good Yatagarasu, just like my father, right?
Hold it.
Please don't ask me questions to which I have no answer to, Kay. I can say that it's truly a wonderful thing to find a partner you can trust. You bet. So what now, Mr. Edgeworth? Well, I'd like to ask you for a favor. Yes? That gadget, Mr. Thief, is it? That thing you call your secret weapon. Oh, you mean Little Thief. You're coming to rely on it, aren't you?
Hold it.
I don't need a crutch like that. I'm only asking because I need it for the investigation. From the information Detective Gumshoe gathered, and the ambassador's testimony, I'd like you to please recreate this room as if it were during the third floor fire. You got it. All right, here we go. Dark skies of the evening, when no other bird dares take wing, one alone remains all-seeing. Witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. It seems there are other things besides what the ambassador mentioned that have changed. It's possible that we might find the escape route the person Kay saw used as well. Ooh, what is this? Some sort of light show I was not told about? This is the power of a true vigilante. It's recreating the room with the info I inputted. Really? This is certainly one interesting device you have there, Miss Faraday. I believe it's about time we return to our investigation. There must have been the large green flames Ambassador Poleno saw. With flames like these, it's no wonder he couldn't get in. Okay, by the time you came into this room, had the fire already been put out? Yeah, the fire had died out or something by that time. Then this fire in here only burned from the time the fire started on the third floor. Until the Yatagarasu appeared and caused a stir in Babal, I suppose. I guess Mr. Poleno was just lucky enough to run into this fire as it was burning, huh? Yes, you could put it that way. And since you were the first to discover the body, We can assume that no one else entered the room until that time. No one other than the person you were chasing, of course. I knew it. That person I saw was definitely up to no good. I mean, that person could even be Mr. Kochin's killer. That is very likely to be the case. After all, that person came into this room before you, and must have chosen this room precisely because they knew no one would be in here. Okay, then maybe the green fire was where it was. Then maybe the green fire was where it was to prevent anyone from coming in? But then, what did the person set on fire to make the green flames? Well, whatever it is that person burned, it made a rather sizable fire. And since the fire's green, well, we've seen something that burns green, right? It's a bit tinier than these flames, but you get what I mean. Yes, and I do believe what you are thinking Hold on. I'm gonna need like 15 seconds to drink something, because my throat is so scratchy right now. Hold on. Ugh. Ugh. Woo, man. Feels good. Which fire-related piece of evidence burns the same color as these green flames? The source of the green in these flames is related to this. What? What the hell? Okay. Hey, shut up. Just, shut up! Shut! Oh. Please, Edgeworth, please, no, please. Okay, I see what you want. You want me to go a roundabout way of saying that it's because of the ink, but honestly, come on. It's the... Okay. This silhouette lantern. Its green flame comes from the wit crystal oil it's burning. Yeah, that's the fire I was thinking of too. I love the green it gives off. I think we've now established that the green flames were caused by wit crystal oil. Furthermore, we know that there is only one other thing made from wit crystal oil. You mean that thing Mr. Poleno was mistaken about, right? Precisely, as we found out earlier in our investigation. I don't get it. Can you fill me in? I suppose. I'll explain it in a way that even you can understand. This is the thing that made from wit crystal oil that Ambassador Poleno was mistaken about. The ink. The ink.
Take that!
Bobbly's ink is made from wit crystal oil. Oh! So it should burn the same color as the flames in the lantern, right? Precisely. The green flames in this room were not from a bottle of Bobbly's ink. Because we found the ink Mr. Kochin used on his desk, right? Yes, however, we know that Mr. Kochin was smuggling the ink in massive quantities. Now, what do you suppose he made using all that ink? I believe what he made with that ink is the answer to what gave birth to the green flames. Oh yeah, I'm beginning to really feel the energy coming from you, Mr. It would appear that I finally found it. The smuggling ring's real goal. Made of Bobbly's ink. This is the source of the green flames. Huh. Oh, there it is, money.
Take that!
What would consume that great of a volume of ink to make? That would be the counterfeit bills that the smuggling ring made and are circulating in Zhangfa. You're kidding! You're saying that it was Mr. Kochin who made the counterfeit bills? I am. I believe you could even go so far as to say that he stole Babal's printing press. Ambassador, Mr. Kochin had permission to freely use the printing press, correct? Why, yes, and I do remember seeing him use it in the middle of the night. But never did I think he was using it for such a foul deed. Ambassador, because of your secretary's crimes, you'll need to be investigated as well. Ah, yes, I suppose so. We've caused a bit of trouble for a few countries, haven't we? It's my duty to search out all who shielded Mr. Kochin and concealed his crime. For they are the ones who started the fire in order to destroy the evidence. Okay. It's the charred remains of a fallen ceiling fan. I've seen a few of these before. They spin around and around and play music. I believe you're thinking of a musical mobile for babies. That's it. But they're nothing alike. They're totally alike. They spin those babies right round like a record. I see. I guess I can see how you might think that. What about this pile of stuff? So, Babal is really into pushing their tourism industry, huh? Yes, it would appear that way. You know, I'd really love to take a trip. Hey, why don't we take one after this case? Do you already have a destination in mind? Well, ideally I'd like to go someplace where I can continue my thief training. Well, if you want to learn the fine art of stealth, perhaps you should visit the studio where they make the Jammin' Ninja TV show. That's actually a really great idea, Mr. Edgeworth. I can't believe she took me seriously. A fireplace, huh? So Babal's office have them too. Two? Well, we already read this. Yeah, we already, why can't I fast skip through this? Is this something new? Let me see. No. Nothing new. All right. Nope, we already read this too. Why aren't we talking about the new things? Nothing new. What about the chair? That looks like a very comfortable chair. Well, it doesn't look all that broken, so why don't you try sitting in it? No, I'd better not. It's very important that we preserve the crime scene at all times. But you're always touching all sorts of things at crime scenes. That's because I am a prosecutor, and it's a part of my job to examine things. And my job is to be a great thief. Which is exactly why you're not allowed to touch anything. This grandfather clock. It was apparently in a different position before the fire. According to staff members, the clock was flushed against the wall before the fire, sir. Which means that most likely it was moved by someone during the fire. Speaking of which, it's totally 11 o'clock now, but I don't hear any chiming. That's odd. It was still chiming right on the dot of every hour this morning. Maybe the fire damaged its internal mechanisms or something. Ambassador Polano, maybe take a look inside that clock. Go right on ahead. Gumshoe, if you could please inspect the insides of this clock. Yes, sir, I'm on it. Mr. Edgeworth, I found this inside. It looks like a length of wire. So this is what caused the clock to stop chiming. But what was a long length of wire doing inside this clock in the first place? Why would someone do this to such a valuable clock? It sounds like it wasn't Mr. Polano that put the wire in there. Then perhaps it was Mr. Koten's killer who did. And with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. So stay tuned for the next one, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!